the World Heavyweight and the WWE Championship. But bro, hey, look, let's dive right into it. The new era of WWE. Tony Khan said, man, this is a new era of AEW. Dude, hey, everybody seems to be revamping and revitalizing themselves right now. TK, hey, say what you want about AEW, say what you want about the attendance numbers and stuff like that. I think on screen we can agree the product has been pretty solid, man, the last couple of months. WWE, they've been hitting on all cylinders, especially within the last calendar year. Really, after Survivor Series, I really feel like, gearing up on the road to WrestleMania, they really turned things up a notch. And the storytelling has, really come full circle. What are your thoughts on the so-called new era of professional wrestling? Also, let's not forget, Impact Wrestling at the beginning of the year rebranded back to the TNA. So what is old is once new again. Dude, talk to me.
The Renaissance era.
Yeah.
That's what I'm sticking with. That's what Cody came up with that. I'm gonna go with that because that's what we're having right now. We're having a renaissance of wrestling right now where you have options. It's not just one player in the game that's just dominating and then nobody else wants to pay attention to the other people. Like right. You gotta pay attention to the other people. And even if you're paying attention to them just to talk shit, you're paying attention to them. You're giving it the due diligence that it needs to grow and flourish the way it has. We have said this many times on this show. AEW is not direct competition to WWE, but it was an alternate. It was an alternative. It was something different that shook up the wrestling industry because regardless to what we want to admit to or not, it helped shake up WWE. Because let's be honest, before AEW, WWE was getting stale. I mean, dude, we've said it many times before. We weren't doing Raw reviews. Now we're talking about, dude, are we doing a pre-show and the show? Like, what are we doing for Raw? Like, dude, we weren't talking about that for 2 years because there was just a time period where Raw was just unbearable to watch. People are still complaining about it now, but they're not complaining in the ways that we were complaining once before. And WWE had all the talent, so it's not like it's not like they were doing something great. They were still being them, but there was no fire behind it. It was just they were just lackadaisical. There it is. So then of course you get another company like AEW who show you that they can take the undesirables and make something out of it. And that's just basically what they did. AEW just and you can look at it that way. It's the undesirables, the people that and I use that because it was perfect for Cody because he was undesirable and now he's undeniable. And a lot of guys are like that now. Look at Jon Moxley because Jon Moxley, he was undesirable. Vince did not value Jon Moxley like he did Roman and Seth. I'm not gonna say he didn't value him, but Moxley didn't agree with the direction, and he had every right to. We saw what they were trying to turn a germaphobe and all that. Like that just just leave my lunatic fringe alone, man. Leave my man to his leather jacket and his wife beater, and just let him go out there and do what he do best. That's what That's where Jon Moxley thrives. He doesn't thrive in all that other shit that you want him to do. He thrives in this, and this is what we want to see from him. There's a reason why people are fans of him. And right now, my man just became the only man to hold the IWGP, WWE, and the WWE Championship. So, you have, and this is where, and you can kind of also go back to where Triple H was talking about the whole conversation we were having last week about Triple H. He was saying about, people coming to WWE or not being ready or, for the grind and people like Will Ospreay taking offense to that. Hey, man, this is what what we're watching now. All of this is spewing from that. Everything that we're having, everything that we're seeing, everything that we're talking about, it spews from that company that took their undesirables and the people saying we like these people. We just wish WWE would have did more with them.